So good day everyone, we are the group 5. So the given is three siblings, Ivan, Ilya, and Dayora. Ivan gave Ilya and Dayora as much money as each had. Then Ilya gave Ivan and Dayora as much money as each had. Then Ayara gave Ivan and Ilya as much money as each had. Then each of the three had 128 pesos. How much money did each have originally? Solution. Step 1. Understand the problem. So just by reading the illustrative example earlier, we can say that the problem is a little bit confusing and needs to be thoroughly analyzed. Step 2 is devise a plan. So we will be working backwards since the only given is 128 pesos. Step 3 is carry out the plan. So there are 4 stages to this problem. So we will start solving it from the last. So we will start at the 4th stage down to the 1st stage. So the 4th stage is each has 128 pesos. Third, Ayara gave Ivan and Ilya as much money as each has. Second, Ilya gave Ivan and Ayara as much money as each has. First, Ivan gave Ilya and Ayara as much money as each has. So based on the stages mentioned earlier, we will be constructing a table for us to understand it better. So again, we will be solving it backwards. So since the only given number that is very obvious or visible is 128 pesos each, and with the use of the clue as much money as each has, therefore the given 128 pesos is already doubled, meaning 128 is half of the previous money they have except for Ayara. Kay si Ayara, kay siya man ang naghatag o kwarta sa duha niya ka sibling. So, we will solve first for Ivan's previous money by dividing 128 by 2. Why divide it by 2? It is because we're looking for the half of the money before the current total of 128 pesos. So, 128 divided by 2 will give us an answer of 64. Same process with Ilya. Divide 128 by 2. It will also give 64. Next, we will be solving Ayara's previous money by adding Ivan and Ilya's money to the current money, which is 128. So, 128 plus 64 is equals to 256. So therefore, the third stage is we'll have rather the digits of 64, and 256.
So next na itong isolve kay ang second stage. So ang given kay Ilya give Ivan and Lara as much money as each has. So si Ilya kuno kay nag-give ko na siya og money ni Ivan ug Lara. So nahon na to solve silang Ivan ug si Lara. So kang Ivan para makuha kay ang 64 i-divide na to na siya og 2. Same sa kang Lara. So sila una atong kwaon. So 64 divide 2 is equals to 32. And 256 divided by 2 is equals to 128. So, nakuha na. So, kay Ilya na po datong isolve. So, para makuha kay Ilya, dapat i-add na to ang iyahang current money, ang kwarta nga gihatag niyang Lara o kay Ivan. So, 32 plus 64 plus 128 is equals to the total of 204. So, mao na. So, next na sad nga stage is atong isolve is sa first stage. So, sa first stage kay Ivan give Ilya and Lara as much money as each has. So, inatuon ra gyapon nato pag-solve. So, ang gikuan man diri kay si Ivan man, so si Ivan na sad nato ang dili unahon og solve. So, unahon nato ang iyang gihatagan si Ilya ug si Lara. So So, si Ilya, kay na siya current money nga 224, o si Lara na siya current money nga 128. So, si Ilya, i-divide na to, ang current money nga niya nga 224 kay divide na to 2. Nya, iyang kang Lara, iyang current money nga 128 kay i-divide na to og 2. So, 224 divide 2 is equals to 112. So, dari na punta ka Lara. Ang 128 is divide 2 is equals to 64. So, na-solve na kang Ilya ug Lara. So, next na tong kwaon kang Ivan. So, mauragap man ang sequence, mauragap na pattern. So, i-add gyapon ang current money ni Ivan plus ang mga result ni Ilya ug Lara. So, 32 plus 112 plus 64 is equals to the total of 208. So, that is all.
Therefore, the initial money Ivan has is 208. Ilya has 112 and Yara has 64. Step 4. Look back. We will now check the result. So the technique there is to add the initial money to the given money. The number that we will add is from the clue that as much money as each has. Therefore, 112 will be twice as its amount, or 112 plus 112 is equal to 224. Same process with Yara. We will twice the current amount of her money because of the clue as much money as each has. So 64 plus 64 equals 128. Then we will subtract the money that was given to the two siblings from the previous money he has to get the current money he has at the moment. So 208 minus 112 minus 64 equals 32. Remember, always solve first for the money or the number that was given before subtracting any number, so that you will know what number should be subtracted from.
Kang Ilya na sad kay manaman ang dari. So, dari kay 32 ug 32, right? So, kaning 32 na sad kay mo na sad ni atong i-add. So, 32 plus 32 is equals to 64. 204 minus 108
minus 64
is equals to 64. So, mo na result. So, the next is ato na siyang add 108 plus 108 is equals to 256. So, dari kay i-add na to gyapon. So, 64 plus 64 is equals to 108. Ano na? So, kang Ilya kay 64 plus 64 is equals to 128.
Then lastly subtract 256 by 64 and 64, which will give an answer of 128. Therefore, the solution we've done earlier is correct because we come up to an outcome of 128 pesos each.